Hey folks, welcome to Yoga with Aunjel. Today's practice, we're going to be tapping into some relaxation, releasing some tension, and really calling in some stress relief. So go ahead and hop into something comfy. If you have a blanket, a pillow, or a bolster, I would definitely recommend it for today's practice. But go ahead and grab what you need, and I will see you on the mat. All right, folks, so we're going to get started today in a nice seated position. Again, if you have your blanket or your pillow, go ahead and set that up here. Cross leg, seated position, propping yourself up on something comfortable. If you don't have a blanket, a pillow, or a bolster, that is fine. You might find some comfort and relief for your low back by just leaning over to the side, grabbing a hold of some of that flesh there, pulling it out of the way, leaning over to the other side, grabbing a hold of that flesh there, and just moving it out of the way, and allowing your sit bones to really rest on the earth. If you're sitting on a pillow, blanket, it would probably feel good to do that as well. So yeah, just go ahead and find your comfortable seated position and settle in. Today's practice, we're really going to be calling on our breath to really guide us through this practice, to be our guide and our life source sorts. So just settling in and maybe taking a moment to orient yourself to your space. So I invite you to look around. Maybe allow your eyes to slowly track and your head to follow, moving as slowly as possible, but just taking in as much of the space or room as you can, looking up, looking over your shoulder, behind you, down towards the ground, maybe making note of what colors are really popping out to you. Seeing if you can notice anything new. For some of you, you may begin to notice that just by orienting yourself to your space, your nervous system just starts to regulate itself, right? You might notice a few deep breaths without even trying. Taking just another moment here, maybe this time looking over the shoulders and allowing your torso to turn as you do so. And then coming back to neutral and taking just a moment to notice how you feel. So again, the act of orienting can be so powerful. If you ever find that you are feeling a little wound up or maybe a little tense, sometimes just taking a moment to slowly take in your surroundings can be very helpful. So as we continue to settle in, I like to turn your attention, your intention and focus towards your breath. Today we're going to be using the Ujjayi breath and really calling on this breath again to be our guiding force for today's practice. And as we turn our attention to this breath, the way that I would like to guide you towards it is imagine that you have a pair of glasses, right? So you have a pair of glasses and you pull them in front of you as if you're going to clean the lenses. So you take a deep breath in, and on the exhale you just right? That small constriction that you feel in the back of your throat as you're exhaling with that HA, right? That's really what we're focusing on today. And with the Ujjayi breath, you're doing that exact same constriction, right? You're inviting that type of sensation in the throat, but with the mouth closed, so it will sound something like this. Now it's a little harder when you're breathing in, but again, give it a try. And we're going to do that a few times together here. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the nose. And bringing your hands to your side. We're going to marry this breath with a little bit of movement. So inhaling, hands up. And exhaling, hands down the center. Inhale, hands up. And exhaling, allow the hands to float down the center. As you do so, invite a little bit of resistance, as if you're pushing something down with your hands. One more time here. Bringing your hands to the side. Go ahead and have some energy, some activation through the fingertips. So you're really extending the fingertips out here. You're shining the heart forward. Go ahead and press your right hand away from you. And then allow it to just drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. As you're pressing, so actively pressing away, flexing your fingers towards the head, just notice what sensations are coming up here. Still calling on that Ujjayi breath, that victorious breath. Maybe draw that right hand back some, playing around. And we go up and push, being very gentle. And then coming back down to neutral, drop the right ear to the right shoulder, press through the left palm, extending the fingertips towards the head, and allowing yourself to feel that sensation up the forearm, the biceps, maybe in the fingertips a bit, but definitely along the neck and the shoulder. And breathing. Play around a little, moving your arm. We'll do one more round of breath here. And then come back to neutral. Go ahead and take a moment to shake it out a little bit. It might feel good just to draw a few big circles with your head to the left and then to the right. And then slowly make your way on up onto all fours. Let's keep using our blanket here, so you can extend your blanket out, patting the knees. But coming onto all fours, your hands are directly beneath the shoulders, your knees are just beneath the hips. Your gaze is down. Go ahead and inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck the chin around the spine and press firmly through the hands. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, round the spine. Take a moment to explore this cat-cow at a pace that feels good for you. Might feel good to draw some circles with your hips to one side and then the other. But again, allowing your breath to guide you, moving with it. Coming to stillness here, go ahead and take your left palm, turn it palm up, facing inward, and just lightly apply a little bit of pressure here. You can make a fist and release it. Do that a few times. And shake it out. Flip your right palm up. Shift your weight on it just a bit. Make a fist and release. It's likely that you're experiencing quite a bit of sensation here. and then shaking it out. And placing your elbows where your hands were. Go ahead and tuck the toes. You can interlace the fingers here if you'd like, but tuck the toes and send the hips up and back. Breathing deeply. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale out the mouth, HA. One more round of breath here. And exhale. Slowly lower the knees. Send the hips back just for a moment. This child's pose here. And then rock back up into all fours. Realigning the hands with the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back. Lifting the knees, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here just to pedal through the legs, stretching the calves. One more round of breath here. And then slowly lower the knees. Sit the hips back onto your heels. And we're just going to adjust a little here. So again, using your blanket or your pillow to protect the knees. We're sitting on the heels. For now, your toes are still tucked. You should probably feel a nice stretch along the arch of the feet. If this is feeling a little too intense for you, feel free to untuck the toes and perhaps even place your pillow or blanket just behind the knees for some added support here. All right. So from here, returning the palms up. Connecting again to our breath. Imagining that we are fogging up some glasses. Really tracing that breath from beginning to end. Inviting a slight smile. Go ahead and drop the chin and start to draw some nice big circles with the nose here to the left. And then to the right. Draw the shoulders up towards the ears and back. And then slowly untucking the toes, removing your blanket or pillow, coming on to your side, And then swinging around on down to your backs. So here, once on your back, go ahead and bring your feet to rest hips width apart. Just at the tips of your fingers. Draw your shoulder blades in towards one another. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthening the back of the neck. And then pressing firmly in to the ground with your palms. Draw your thighs in towards one another, but they're not meeting. And send the hips up for bridge pose. Maybe feeling a little bit of heat in the front of the thighs, glutes, pressing firmly through the feet and the palms, bringing the chest up towards the chin and then the chin up towards the sky. One more round of breath here. And slowly lower the hips down towards the ground. Go ahead and extend the left leg out long. Draw the right knee in towards the chest, giving a nice big squeeze here. Draw that right knee towards the left side of your body. Tee out the right arm and send your gaze towards that right hand. Coming back through center, squeeze that right knee into your chest one more time. And exhale, extend it out long. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. Big squeeze here. And then draw that left knee towards the right side of your body. Send that left hand out long, followed by your gaze. Then coming back through center, draw both knees in towards the chest here. Big squeeze. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, bringing the nose in towards the knees. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Big breath here. And on the exhalation, extend the limbs out long. Turning the palms up. Softening into the earth. The invitation here is to spend just a moment, 10 very intentional breaths, softening and allowing yourself just to be held. Releasing any holding or clenching in the shoulder blades. Holding or clenching in the neck or jaw. Maybe the skin of the forehead. Invite your legs and your arms to grow heavy. Give yourself permission to rest. Inviting a small curve at the ends of your lips. Maybe smirking, smiling a bit. Go ahead and bring both hands to rest on your heart. Thank you all for taking the time to tend to your needs today. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Rest for as long as you need. Until next time, I see you, I thank you, I love you. Peace.